Hey, it's Robert Crawford coming at you with NowDaily.com. I'm here actually broadcasting from Costa Rica this week. We're out here, we rented this great house, awesome infinity pool. I mean, this place is pretty amazing, but we're right here on the shore. We just got word about the WikiLeaks email for the DNC and what happened with Bernie Sanders, and it looks like a lot of people are angry, so I just wanted to touch on it real quick. Very interesting that it looks like what we've been saying from the beginning is they pretty much have got this thing under wraps. They've had their candidate in the bag for probably years now. This has been planned out for a very long time. They want to get their person in the White House again. They've had it in there for probably decades. They don't want to give it up. Now, what was interesting is that Bernie Sanders came out in support of Hillary, even though they really screwed him. And I really think that there's been a lot of voter fraud throughout the system. So we have to look at what's going on this side. And I just got word that today it looks like Trump has actually taken the lead in the national polls. Whether that's true or not, regardless, I think people right now feel like they have a choice between the lesser of two evils. And I think that's a big problem. And I feel like that's the choice we've had at least my entire lifetime as I've been voting. I've been telling people to look at least at a third party. I think Libertarian's really the only third party option, although I'm a little disappointed in them too. I think they should be a little more pro-freedom and a little less establishment. You know, I watched the town hall with Gary Johnson the other night on CNN, and I was a little concerned about what he was saying. There's some things I really agreed with. I agreed with getting rid of the IRS. I agreed with getting rid of the Federal Reserve System if that's possible. But there's also a lot of problems. He touched on drugs for a second. I know we've done past episodes on the drug war, and he doesn't think it should be legalized, but he would at least set up medical centers to help people that are addicted to drugs, which has been successful in a lot of different countries. What's interesting is going out and seeing other countries like Costa Rica, you realize how little any of this political process really matters to the day-to-day lives, but they kind of force it on us. So I'm just saying, let's look outside the box, look at alternatives. Don't just vote because you don't want the other person to get in. Vote what your heart says, at least for one of the three candidates. Look at other options. Don't just say that your vote's being thrown away if you vote for something that's not one of the major two parties. We need to get out of that paradigm, and we need to get back to freedom. We need to get back to the ideas of the free market and that we can make our own choices in our own lives. And I think that's something key. I was just watching right now a video on Gaia.com with David Wilcox, who's talking about disclosures. He actually was calling out Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I thought that was pretty interesting, saying that he's really a paid puppet in many circumstances. Whether that's true or not, what I think we're going to continue to see is disclosure, meaning that they're going to come out with more WikiLeaks documents, more email leaks, more leaks of confidential material. We're going to start seeing the truth. Maybe not all of it, but at least cracks within the barriers. So I always say, read what's on the major newspapers, listen to what's on the news, but take it all with a grain of salt and look for the factual information elsewhere. This is Now Daily. Go to nowdaily.com. Comment below. Let me know what you think about the political process, about the environment that's going on, and how we can think differently outside the box to create a better world, not a worse one.